change in your career, let's put it that way. How's this week been?
It's been good. Obviously, it come on a personal note. It comes as a shock on Sunday. But as is ruthless as football is, you just got to crack on and get on with it. And whatever's happened in the past has gone, and we'll move on forward now.
How was it received amongst the players? You were shocked. Was that the general feeling?
Yeah, like always when there's a new manager, it's mixed emotions. Some players will be happy, some will be disappointed, some were shocked. But like you said, we're 5 games in, we've got a full season ahead of us really. And we're bang at it with 2 games in 3 days next week. So full onus now is on Sam, and we'll give it everything we've got.
Has it been different this week in training with the new ideas that any manager brings in with him?
Yeah, definitely. It's just new philosophies really. He's got his own ideas, as all new managers have. So we've put a lot of hard work in. Obviously, things that he's changed up, we've got to go through. With 2 games in 3 days, we've got to need the whole squad for this weekend. It's an important weekend for us. If we can pick up a decent amount of points, we'll be right up there.
We'll look at the game in a second, but just to ask, as an experienced player, as you mentioned, you have gone through this so many times in your career with a change of manager. What effect does it have on you as a player? Does your mindset shift at all?
Not with my age now. I'm used to it now. It probably would have lingered on a bit 10 years ago. Because this is a manager who's brought me back to the club really, and I'm grateful for that. Do you know what I mean? And he's someone I got on well with. I was shocked at the time, but like you said, it come to the night on Sunday night, and it was right. Let's go crack on with a new week, and that's what you've got to do, and that's what I'll implement to the young lads. Is that that book's closed now and the new one's open.
How can it affect younger players?
It depends what relationship they had with the old manager really. If they were really close, it can affect them. If he was one of their players that's brought them in, if he signed them for money, blah blah blah, it can affect. But at the end of the day, we're employed by York City, not by the manager. And like you said, they'll have a lot more sackings in the future, and managers going up is part and parcel of the game, unfortunately.
So on to this weekend, you mentioned 2 games, short space of time, bank holiday, Brackley away, a tough one for you.
Tough one, yeah, but they'll be saying the same about us. You know, we've got to be bang at it on Saturday, firing on all cylinders. If we do, we should be okay. So, but we've got to do it now. You know, the results have kind of been there. Performances, 1 half out of a game, it's been a bit laboured really on some halves. So, if we can put a full 90 minutes together, get everyone back on our side. Yeah.
How good is it to have that clean slate to really kick-start things again, perhaps?
Good for some, not so good for others. You know, some people probably won't play on Saturday. Some people will come back in. So for the lads who weren't playing, it's a great clean slate for them. And for the lads that were playing, it's hard work as usual to keep the spot. So that's up to the new gaffer now, and you know, whatever he goes, we'll back him.
It was suggested after Saturday's game as well, perhaps, that 1 or 2 players just struggled playing at Booth and Crescent with the extra pressure from fans. Obviously, you're back there on Monday. Is that something that you've never spoken about this week?
Not really, no. Full work's been on Brackley because that's the most important game. But going back to Booth and Crescent, you know, I've played there plenty of time. You've got to deal with pressure in football. It's part and parcel. Being booed sometimes is a good thing for yourself. You know, would you rather be playing in front of 150 fans at Ashton or 2,500, 3,000 at York? I know what I'd rather be doing. So, if you can't deal with the pressure, there's no point in playing. So, hopefully, you know, we'll get our heads around it eventually.
And as you've already alluded to as well, really, you need to get the fans back on side.
Yeah, definitely, and they're the heart and soul of the club, really. This is a massive season for the whole club. You know, last season at Bootham, and we want to finish it on a high. We want to go into the new stadium on what hopefully is a good season. So they'll be here for years to come, and the players won't be. So it's their club, and we've got to do it for them.